Do you get to see endometriosis, or is there endometriosis in Africa? Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dr.Joe, and today I'll be demystifying the misconception around endometriosis in Africa. So this was a question that was asked by a friend of mine a few months ago, and I know clearly that there's little literature talking about endometriosis in Africa.
2 years ago, I was in Cairo, and multiple persons were telling me endometriosis is something you'll find in Europe, is something you'll find in the US. We don't have endometriosis here. And I gotta say, I was quite skeptical.
Previously, we've known that the gold standard option of diagnosis of endometriosis has been laparoscopy. Unfortunately, there have been very few centers in Africa that have had the capacity to perform laparoscopy. Now, take it for example in Kenya. A few years ago, you would only be able to access laparoscopy in private hospitals in Nairobi. What does that therefore mean? Only very few people would be able to access laparoscopy. The patient in the rural community, therefore, would have very little options in the diagnosis.
As a doctor, you manage to keep the distance, but some of the cases made me almost to burst in tears.
And this is the reason why we started the initiative that was called Laparoscopy Machine, where we initiated the accessibility of laparoscopy in the rural setting. The other problem around endometriosis in this part of the world is that there are different communities whereby it's taboo to talk about menstrual issues. Therefore, patients who have painful menses, or therefore pain that is surrounding menstrual condition, they will never talk about it. And for this reason, African women, just to mention, were trained or taught how to normalize pain. Therefore became very, very difficult to talk or therefore seek care around endometriosis. With this normalizing of pain around the menses, patient would never come out clearly and talk about their issues around menses. Over the few years, thank God, we have had a great advocacy that is going around, and now more patients are talking about these issues, and we have more like-minded clinicians who have committed to uptake the skills and the required training to address endometriosis. So the question therefore goes back again, is there endometriosis in Africa? Absolutely yes. We are seeing lots of endometriosis, and in worst cases we are seeing very advanced disease.
And it seems to be even more than in Europe, at least from the findings from yesterday, from today, and it's an extremely aggressive disease.
So next time somebody asks you, is there endometriosis in Africa? Just tell them, yes, there's a lot of endometriosis in Africa. Unfortunately, is not being granted the necessary attention and care that it's supposed to. Thank God we have societies and we have individuals who have committed to support in demystifying and offering care to endometriosis. Thanks everybody.